sometimes we turn away from suffering towards the self. Sometimes we go through the suffering, into the suffering. To find the self, right? You are attracted to this because what's happening is this music, in this case, in some ways healing for you. Okay. When we've gone through trauma, emotional trauma in our life, whether it's very serious trauma or actually quite mild trauma, there's a whole spectrum of emotional trauma. That trauma, if it's deep, has to be met on some level. And if we suppress it, that traumatic energy, let's say, it wants to be expressed and seen and understood before it can go away. So our traumas want to be experienced. Now, if we've suppressed them, one way of getting in touch with the trauma is by listening to this sad music. Because what happens, it allows us to get in touch with our negative feelings of sorrow and hurt and pain that we need to get in touch with, that we need to feel and experience so they can be experienced and expressed and understood and then finally let go of and healed. So this is your natural intelligence saying, look, I need to deal with this stuff. So it's going to be a bit of tears and sorrow, but it's interesting because you're drawn to that. It probably means you're ready to deal with that. It means you're strong enough to deal with it. Some people aren't strong enough to deal with that. And generally, those people will not be attracted to that. There'll be the people who don't want to listen to unhappy music. Yeah? There'll be the people who say, I don't want to listen to unhappy music because that brings me down. Because they're not at that place where that stuff needs to be healed. Maybe other stuff needs to be healed before they get to that place. But it sounds like you're at a place where your body, mind, the intelligence is saying, I need to get in touch with this negativity, this sadness, this mourning, this bereavement. So there's this mourning, there's this loss, there's this sadness, sorrow, pain, suffering. And music can be a good way of is one way of getting in touch with that shadow side of us that wants to be heard, that wants to be expressed. Those tears. So you're actually going towards the self through the suffering. And on some level, you know this. This is why you're going towards it. It's not that you're a masochist, that you like pain. No, you like healing. And it just so happens that this time, healing is through the pain. Now it's for you to listen to my words and see if that's true for you. And it's your job to discern that. Okay? And if you think that's true for you, then you follow my instructions. You follow my suggestions. And if you don't think it's true for you, then you are fully free to find your own way, because your heart will show you the way for this. But your heart really wants to be healed. Now, some of you will be attracted to the non-sad music. You'll be wanting to, sometimes people are attracted to the happy music. They don't want the sad, they want the happy-go-lucky music. And that's a different form of healing. That's your body mind saying, I don't want the negativity, I need positivity right now. I've had enough of negativity, I want positivity. Whereas if you're attracted to the sad music, it's like, okay, I need to deal with this shit. So it's different for everyone. It's like if you're upset and you want to cry, but you stop yourself crying. Is that healthy? No. In the long term, it's not healthy. It might be a short-term strategy. For example, if you're in a business meeting and you feel like crying, maybe don't cry then. Maybe hold back the tears, and afterwards you can maybe try and find the way you're feeling and allow yourself to cry when it's socially appropriate. Yeah. But a long-term strategy, if we do that in the long term, those tears build up inside us. And the way to heal is through those tears again. And remember, the song is just a catalyst. It's just a bridge to help you connect with the negative emotion, the sadness, the sorrow, the loss that's already inside of you. So it's just a bridge. It's just one way of getting there. If you can find other ways of getting in touch with it if you need to. What happens through prayer and devotional practice is that naturally our emotions come up in devotional practice and prayer. When we chant, when we sing, when we devote ourselves, this is a purification process. Tears, the sadness, the guilt, whatever it is, it all gets washed clean in time.